Here we go!
Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to the Mario Kart DS playthrough. I am really happy about starting this playthrough because I am doing this on my brand new Nintendo new 3DS capture device, and this is going to be the first project that I'm going to be using this device for, and I'm really excited to start it. I hope you guys are ready as well. Let's actually get moving. Before we get started, this is not a fresh file. I have actually done some work on this file. Just to kind of show you, though, what happens when you first start the game. You can actually create a nickname and an emblem. For nickname, I just went with SlimKirby. Obviously, you'll be seeing that throughout the playthrough. And you can also create an emblem, which I'll go ahead and show you guys what my emblem looks like. It's literally just a Kirby ball with little warp stars in the corners, so I thought this was really cool. It also has the trademark SlimKirby sunglasses as well. I felt like it was definitely appropriate to make an icon like that. So yeah, you'll be seeing those throughout the playthrough. That's the first thing the game pretty much asks you to do. But from there, you can jump right into the game. Little fun fact, this is actually the first Nintendo game that actually used the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Which, unfortunately, you can no longer do this for this game. All the servers have been closed. You have to do kind of a outside Nintendo server to actually play this game online. But I think you have to use a homebrewed DS or just homebrewed software in general to actually get those servers to work. So you have to go through a lot of work just to play this game online anymore. But honestly, I don't feel like there's a reason to play this game online anymore. I feel like the online for both Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 completely overshadows this game. And even Mario Kart Wii now, in my own honest opinion. But yeah, this was the first game that introduced the Wi-Fi connection. It was a big thing when this game came out. I'm sure I'll be talking about that throughout the playthrough as well. You can also do download play, which allows you to play with other people who have the game. People who don't have the game can even play. And I'll also get into a fun fact about that a little later too. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into the game here. We need to get started. We're going to be doing the Grand Prix mode. That'll be the main part of the playthrough. And for the first time, you can actually do versus mode races and battle mode races with computer AI. So you don't have to have another person to actually play these modes anymore. You can actually play them against computer players, which I think is kind of cool. There's time trials, you can still do these as well. And they also have a missions mode, which after the main part of the playthrough is over, I will be going through mission mode and doing all the missions, so do not worry about that, because I will be showing all of the missions in full. But we're going to go straight to Grand Prix. I've completed 50cc and 100cc, so I've beaten all the cups, gotten gold on all the cups, so there's no reason I'm going to be doing these playthroughs for 50 and 100cc. I'm just going to be doing 150cc and mirror mode once I unlock it. This way you can see every course at least twice, and it'll allow me to basically showcase all of the characters as well. And I'll also talk about some of the unlocks you get from 50cc and 100cc as well. So here are the characters. Initially you start out with Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Toad, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser. Daisy, Dry Bones, and Waluigi are actually unlockable characters. You get Dry Bones by beating all of the Nitro Cups on 50cc. You get Daisy by beating all the Retro Cups on 50cc. You get Luigi by beating all of the, I want to say, the Retro Cups on 100cc. And as you can see, they each have their own unique vehicles. However, if you go to a character, or let's just go to Donkey Kong for example, you can actually select 3 different carts. Now when you start the game, you can only select 2. You can only select their basic cart and their standard cart. Every character has a standard cart, which just has very basic all-around stats, while their other carts are a little more kind of out there. They have some stats that are way more out there than others. So yeah, Donkey Kong has the Rambi Rider and the standard DK, but once you beat all of the cups on 100cc Retro, you can unlock the third cart, which in the case of Donkey Kong, you get the Wildlife cart. So I'm going to be playing through each character. I'll be picking which cart I want to use based on their stats. So, let's actually use the Wildlife for DK. And it's actually really cool because you can actually see the emblem that you created like on the back of your car. In the case of this, it's on the little flag and it's also on the front, so I kind of like that aspect of it. But yeah, we're going to be using DK for the first cup. I kind of want to get through all the heavyweight characters first, because like most of the Mario Kart games, up until Mario Kart Wii, I actually prefer the lightweight characters as opposed to the heavy characters. So yeah, another new thing that Mario Kart DS introduced, compared to the other games, although technically I guess you could count Super Circuit in this as well, is they introduced Retro Cups, which are basically tracks that have been in other Mario Kart games. So for each video, I'm basically going to be doing one Nitro Cup and one Retro Cup. Since we're going to be on 150cc, these races are going to go by very quickly, because there's only 4 races per cup, so I think we can fit essentially 8 races in like a 25 to 30 minute video, so that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to start with the Mushroom Cup. First track we have is the Figure 8 Circuit. It's a very, very basic track. It's literally in the shape of an 8. There's not really a whole lot to discuss about this track. And yeah, let's get the race started. Sorry that was kind of a long intro, but there was a lot to talk about. Because this game, honestly, did actually introduce a lot for the Mario... oh man, this kart's actually way harder to control than I thought it would be. But this game actually introduced quite a number of things for the Mario Kart universe. The retro tracks, the online... Honestly, this game was just kind of a... I don't want to say really a pioneer, because I guess the pioneer title would be Super Mario Kart, but... You know, it had a lot of things that I think have really made the Mario Kart series really, really good. I think Double Dash is great. I still have a lot of fond memories with Mario Kart 64, and I can still play those games. But I don't know, I feel like Mario Kart DS was a bit of the start to the amazing era of Mario Kart games. Because I loved Mario Kart Wii, I loved Mario Kart 7 when it first came out, and I think Mario Kart 8 is absolutely amazing. I think my favorite game will always be Mario Kart Wii, though, just because of all the fun that I had with it when it first came out. But honestly, like, all of the games since Mario Kart DS have been absolutely amazing. For not just, like, well, actually, no, just for the multiplayer scene alone, I feel like. Single player, I mean, the single player mode is kind of, it is what it is. It's always been the way it is. There's not really a whole lot to say about the single player. But the multiplayer, though, I feel like with every Mario Kart game, the multiplayer just gets really, really good. And that's why I love the Mario Kart series so much, especially in modern day. Almost probably even more than Smash Brothers, to be honest. But honestly, it's just because like I can play these games online with my friends, and I think that's amazing. Crap! Oh my god. I got screwed at the end there. And see, what's really annoying is that Mario threw that red shell behind him instead of at Yoshi, who was in first. I probably could have won that race if he used it on Yoshi. But it is what it is. So next up we have Yoshi Falls. This track actually did come back in Mario Kart Wii. So yes, even games that featured retro tracks will have retro tracks that will appear in other games. I think that's kind of cool how they continue the tradition of having retro tracks in Mario Kart games. But yeah, this course is very short. I want to say, well, I guess Baby Park is actually a track in this game. I want to say this is the shortest track. This is the shortest new track, I guess. I guess you could say that. This is definitely the shortest new track of the game. Also, I got a really bad start there. Really kind of regretting the choice on the Wildlife here. Just because I'm used to how certain other carts work after playing through basically all of the modes twice for 50 and 100cc. So yeah, that's kind of my take on the Mario Kart, or the modernized Mario Kart games. Honestly, I think they're amazing. I love every single Mario Kart game since Mario Kart DS. I think that they just really kind of raised the bar for Mario Kart with those games, at least in my opinion. Okay, please give me a red shell. Oh, mushroom. Mushroom might do. Let's see if I can... There we go. Oh, thank God. Woo! Was able to steal that first place finish. God, that first lap was terrible. My second 2 laps were actually great. Or my final 2 laps were great, anyway. Next up, we have Cheep Cheep Beach. This track actually appeared again in Mario Kart 8. It's actually one of my more favorite tracks in Mario Kart 8 too. So I really like this track. I think this track is really nice. Because we've had a lot of beach tracks in the Mario Kart series before. Koopa Beach, Koopa Troopa Beach, Shy Guy Beach. But this is like... Oh, Peach Beach. Almost forgot about Peach Beach. But yeah, this is a really cool beach because you start kind of on a pier or a boardwalk, then you kind of go through the sand, the actual beach part of the level. You have these really nice shortcuts too if you have mushrooms like I do. And you don't hit stupid crab enemies though. Come on. And then when you get to the end, you go through kind of a little jungle here, which is also really, really cool. So yeah, I just really think that this is a really well-designed track. It has a lot of different elements to it. And it's not just like, oh, it's just a beach. Like, it's more than just a beach. It's a way of life, you could almost say. Okay, maybe it's not a way of life, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, another thing I want to mention is, this is obviously not my first DS project. But my God, have I had quite the adventure with DS capture devices in the history of my channel. Because I have done 4 DS playthroughs before. New Super Mario Bros., Kirby Squeak Squad, Yoshi's Island DS, and Super Mario 64 DS. For New Super Mario Bros., I did that with my original DS capture device. However, not long after that, my capture device broke. So I had to order a new one, and then by that point the 3DS capture device was out, so I was like, okay, I'll just get a 3DS one. So I did, and that's when I did Kirby Squeak Squad. However, I ended up giving that DS to Faya Kitty because she didn't have a 3DS, and I gave her my 3DS capture card to borrow while I was in Germany. However, she was having so much fun with it, with Animal Crossing New Leaf and a lot of other games, that I really didn't want to take it back, so I decided to just let her keep that 3DS. It really didn't bother me that much. And at that point I was like, well, at this point I just kind of need to save up for another 3DS capture device. Which, thanks to all of you guys, I was able to do, and I purchased this new Nintendo 3DS capture device as a result. But until that point, I actually had to use... for Yoshi's Island DS, I used the Virtual Console version on Wii U to actually play through that game. And for Super Mario 64 DS, a good friend of mine, Sir Beta Knight, actually allowed me to borrow his DS capture device so I could record that game. So, this is the first time where I actually feel like I have a permanent capture device in my possession. Now, I don't want to, like, knock on wood or anything and have something bad happen to this. Hopefully that is not the case, but, you know, it is nice to finally have this in my possession and actually say that, okay, this is mine. Like, I actually have a 3DS capture device and it's actually mine. Okay, so this is Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is another really cool course. I think this course looks really, really cool. And I believe this came back in... I want to say it came back in Mario Kart 7. It's either 7 or 8. I'm pretty sure it's 7, though. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not the best track with this vehicle. This vehicle's not really that great here. But it is what it is. I'll deal with it. I'm really just excited to get out of the heavy characters, because I just don't know what it is. Like, I hate controlling these characters in this game. Also, I believe this game is what introduced the blooper item to the Mario Kart franchise. I believe it also introduced the Bullet Bill, although the Bullet Bill technically existed through the Chain Chomp item of Mario Kart Double Dash, if you want to be very technical about it. Oh man, really? Oh man. Get rid of those bananas, thank you. And thank you. If I can just beat Yoshi, I'll be fine. Okay, I think I got this, guys. I think I got this. I think I got this. Actually, kind of looked at the bottom screen there to actually focus on the ending there, because I wasn't sure how the last turn was going to be. But yeah, I think we won this cup. Alright, perfect. I am very, very happy about that, actually. So we'll see our little victory celebration here. I really hate how DK has his teeth showing all the time. It just looks really, really bad. I'm sorry, but it does. It looks really, really bad. It's not a good look for you, DK. Really not a good look for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get our trophy here. So not only do you get a trophy, you also get a ranking based on how well you did. Now, B rank may seem like it's actually good. Oh, you're only one down from A. There's actually a 3-star ranking system ahead of A, so it goes from 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star, A, and B. So I actually got the 5th highest ranking here. Now, as far as the rankings are concerned, they don't really do a whole lot. They don't unlock anything. But if you actually get a star ranking on every single cup, on every single engine class, your file will actually have a star rating next to it. And that will actually show up online, so you can basically show players how good you are at the game. You basically got 3 stars in every cup. But, once again, Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, not online anymore, so that feature is kind of pointless for us as far as we're concerned. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Let's use Bowser, again, to get the heavyweights out of the way. He has 3 carts. He has the Tyrant, he has the standard Bowser cart, and he has the Hurricane. Really hard to see what vehicle is actually going to be good for him. He doesn't have good acceleration or handling no matter what. The Tyrant looks like it would be good, but I'm actually going to go for the Hurricane. You know, I'm a Super Mario World fan. I love the Koopa Clown car. We need the Koopa Clown plane, I guess. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So yeah, we're going to the Retro Cups now. First up, we have the very first track ever shown in Mario Kart. It is Mario Circuit 1 on the Super NES. And you have like a remixed version of the song as well. And it's exactly how you remember it. The only difference is because on the SNES version you had 5 laps instead of 3 laps. But that's really about it. And technically, if you want to be super technical, this track was also in Super Circuit because all of the Super NES tracks were also in Super Circuit. Also, this is not good for me. That poor handling is coming back to bite me in the butt already. I think it's really important to have a kart with good handling, especially in this game. Because there's actually a lot of tricks you can do in this game. A very controversial one called snaking is also involved as well. But I'll be going over that later, particularly when I can use a kart that can actually use it effectively. Unfortunately, I don't think the frickin' Hurricane will be able to use that effectively at all. But I'll take a second place, because this track is actually really short, so, you know, getting a second's not too bad. But if you want those star rankings, you pretty much have to get first in every single race. Not only do you have to get first in every single race, but I think you have to have a really good time, too. So getting star rankings is probably a lot harder than you think it would be. I like the way they did it in Mario Kart 8, where, honestly, if you just freaking get first place in every single track, you'll get a 3-star rating no matter what. I really like that better than the 3-star system they had before then. Okay, I only had more shells. But she picked up another one, I guess. Okay, can you please get rid of that shell? Thanks. Ah, damn it. And I dropped my red shell too, so that's not good. So here we have Moo Moo Farms from Mario Kart 64. It's so cool that I've actually played like the 4 games before this. So it's like, you know, it's like, oh wow, we're looking at the past Mario Kart projects now. Which I think is really, really cool. I really like how they did that. It's like a celebration of the Mario Kart past, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna hold this banana out in front, behind me, just in case like a red shell comes or something. I was hoping to stop Daisy right there. Oh, whatever. I tied it up. That's all that matters. So now we're gonna move on to the Game Boy Advance tracks, which are not as recognizable, I feel like, than the other ones, but that's just me. I didn't really play a lot of the Game Boy Advance version, to be fair. So here we have Game Boy Advance Peach Circuits. I believe this is the first track in the game, if I remember correctly. So there's not really a whole lot to say about it. They actually used the first track in every single instance, except for N64. Because they used Moo Moo Farms, which is the second track of the game. So they do actually use the first track for Double Dash. Also, this is actually a pretty good kart for this track. The turns seem to be working pretty well for me. I also feel like I was able to get a good lead without getting screwed over by items or running into a wall or something. And that's always good. Crap! Stupid blue shells. Yeah, blue shells are back, and they're here to do the thing that you do not want them to do. They will go right for the player in first place, and they will do everything to screw you over. I actually kind of lost some speed right there. Ooh, that was close. I saw a bomb on the bottom screen. Yeah, looking at the bottom screen can be very, very helpful, I'm not gonna lie. Having the bottom screen is actually very useful, just so you can see like what's behind you and what items are coming, and seeing like how far behind the next place person is, or seeing what items everybody has. And there is a second view too, but I prefer this view because you kind of get a closer view on what's going on around you. So here is Luigi Circuit from Mario Kart Double Dash. And you get that really awesome Double Dash music. Okay, here's a question for you guys. What game, in your opinion, has the best soundtrack for Mario Kart? For me, it's really hard, because I love the Double Dash soundtrack. I think Double Dash has a lot of amazing songs. But I have to give a lot of credit to the Mario Kart 8 soundtrack. I mean, that soundtrack is absolutely amazing. There are so many songs that are just so freaking awesome in Mario Kart 8. Including the main theme. The main theme by itself is, like, freaking awesome. But I don't know, what are your guys' favorite soundtracks for the Mario Kart series? Okay, as long as I get second place, I should be fine. But if I get third, that's pretty much asking for me to redo this. I'm gonna hold this behind me, though. That actually did happen at a really good time. I think this is also where the lightning... I may have done this in Double Dash too, though. Where the people who are further behind will actually get out of lightning quicker than the people in front, I think. Oh, come on! Well, again, if I get second, I'm okay. Oh no, Mario, don't you dare screw me up here. Oh my god, I got a banana. I think I still got this. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was close. I still am going to win this, but my God, that was too close for comfort. I guess Daisy must have gotten third place in one of the races, because we should have been tied, I feel like. Maybe she'd get third. But yeah, here we go. That is the first video for Mario Kart DS. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is going to be really, really fun. I'm really looking forward to this so much. I think this is going to be a really, really great playthrough. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with more action on the Mario Kart front. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Later, folks.